At Direct Service Garage Doors, we are your one-stop shop for all things garage door. From garage door repair and broken spring replacement to new garage doors and openers, we do it all. We're proud to be among the highest-rated local garage door companies in all of Central Arkansas. Our highly trained technicians are available 24 hours a day at no extra cost to you. So if you have an emergency, call us today, 501-244-3667, or visit our website at directserviceoverhead.com. Don't wait days. We'll fix it now.
Yeah. Let's go. Hogs advance to the supers, baby. That's what I'm talking about. 3, 2, 1. Yo, what's going on, Arkansas Razorback fans? Welcome to the one and only Pig Trail Network YouTube channel. Here come the Hogs. Here come the Hogs to the supers. Yo, I want to do something. I want like a woo pig in chat, man. That's what I want. I want a woo pig in chat. Super chat is also up and ready to roll. Do me a favor, just like my boy John Haas has already done. Share the content. Listen, copy and paste somewhere. I don't care. Your granny. Well, she may not approve of some of the language, but you know, tag an uncle, a cousin, whatever. Let them know, man. This dude over here on PTN, Pig Trail Network, maybe, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed tonight's the last night that this is PTN. Fingers crossed, I promise. I know you guys, I've had a couple of you reach out about the logo. I swear it's coming. Yeah. Could not be here without you guys and, of course, Patreon supporters. If you're not already, there's the May list. Look at you guys go. The May folks. Okay. Arkansas advances. Big time. Hagen Smith. Oh, my gosh. So, I mean, I don't know how you're not proud of that guy tonight. I came in. I wasn't so sure what to expect. And he came out and he crushed it, man. It doesn't get much better than that. His performance there to close this thing out. Maybe that should have been his role. Anyways, okay. This live stream is brought to you by Direct Service Overhead, the garage door company. They offer same-day services, emergency service, 24/7, 365 days a year, free estimates, quality parts, affordable outcomes, hundreds of 5-star reviews, better than best results. Hey, give them a call. You need some work done on your garage door or you need it replaced, give them a call today at 501-244-3667. Again, that's 501-244-3667. And they'll take good care of you. That's what they'll do. Like Hagen Smith did the Razorbacks. That's what they'll do. They'll install a Hagen Smith garage door. Ain't nothing getting past that sumbitch. Alex H. says, Woo Pig, I live in Ohio and Chapel Hill is 6.5 hours. Okay. Tickets are already bought. Woo damn pig. That's what I'm talking about, man. Cowboy Tears. I don't have a mug. I wish I had one of those, you know, I want one of those because I really happy we walked into that place and just stole it from them. Should have ended it last night. There shouldn't have been another matchup. But that's what happened. Here we are, and you got the dub. Tell Ruskin to kiss Turner's ass. Listen, I thought Ruskin's apology, if you haven't listened to it, you can go find it. We had it in our Discord. Someone posted it. I thought, listen, say what you want. I think he did exactly what everybody wanted. Most people, the sane people, they just wanted an apology, and I think he did just fine. Hagen Smith, that's what I'm talking about. What up, Ty? What's going on, Hoyt? Long time no see, my man. What a great series. Sucks someone had to lose, but Woo Pig. Nope, no. No. I'm glad they lost. I'm glad Oklahoma State lost. That prancing around the bases. No, forget that, man. Austin says it was me. I posted the apology. Yeah, he might want to repost that. I thought it was genuine. I mean, it sounded like it to me. Riggio had himself a little fit in the dugout. My heart is broken for you. Hog dog, you're just brutal. That's so mean. Hagen Smith got his revenge. Yes, he did. I did pick Oklahoma State. I'm not gonna deny it. I kind of thought, is this Oregon State kind of all over again? You know, when you had the wind taken out of your sails. Oklahoma State's a damn good hitting club. They are. I wasn't so sure, especially with the Connor Nolan. You know, you eliminated his chances of pitching at all tonight because you threw him in there at the end. I'm not going to argue about that decision. It is what it is. Obviously, one way or another, it worked out. Dave Van Horn had faith in his bullpen tonight, and it worked out. Didn't like some of the stuff that we saw last night, and of course, Oklahoma State just ripped it open. I thought all the momentum was with them, and we've been through this so many times, and I just wondered, do they change that narrative? Can they do that tonight? Especially, you know, knowing that Oklahoma State, I'm sure they game planned for this just like DVH did with the Hogs. I'm glad to be wrong. I picked Oklahoma State to win yesterday, and I was right there, but tonight I was wrong and couldn't be happier for it. Arkansas found a way. I don't know a damn thing about North Carolina. I'll be honest, I have not done any research on NC yet. Of course, the closer we get to that matchup, we will talk about North Carolina. We'll get an idea. You know, I think a few more people will start to tune into the baseball stuff. We'll see. But really happy that I'm glad you guys are here for the post-game show. You care enough that you're here for the post-game show. That's what you're here for. That's good stuff. Again, remember to like the stream. Almost 80 people in here and like 20 likes. No, 90 people now. 20 likes. Get the likes up. Come on now. Arkansas fans and media is soft. What Ruskin did is nothing compared to what happens with radio and media guys in places like Detroit. Why do Hog fans want to baby the U of A? Yeah, we're not going to talk about that right now, Elvin. Listen, not the time or place, right? We just won. Who gives a shit? We won. I don't care about that right now. I don't care. We're here to talk about Arkansas winning. I hear your point, and I might even agree with tidbits of it there, but we're moving on. That's what we're trying to do here. North Carolina can have better hitters than OK State. My gosh. Yeah, Oklahoma State, it seemed like, I mean, how many 1, 2, 3 innings did Arkansas have against these guys? I get it. It took some getting used to for Arkansas on both ends here, right? Defensively, fielding, hitting, pitching. It took them, I think, some getting used to. Oklahoma State knows their environment. You know, that's the biggest advantage of all this, right? You get to play at home. And Arkansas now, 4 straight years, they're going to go to a super. Unfortunately, it won't be in Fayetteville. Game after of that, Hagen Smith gained. Will, sir, it's a Monday night. Put down the sauce. Hagen he dragged his wabos over Riggio's crybaby face. Oh my God, that's too funny. Just like that. By the way, just like that, Arky 56 is now tuning out. By the way, yo Ty, I'm back and it feels great. Let's go Hogs. What's up, Hero Blake? How you doing, man? Hog Barbecue says barbecue sauce. Whiskey free following time. It feels like it ought to be a Friday night, man. No, it's a freaking Monday night. Ugh. Did not want to play tonight, but I'm glad they did because we still got to have this moment one way or the other. Something I can say about OSU is that their fans showed out. Seemed like the atmosphere was hectic. Well, I'll say this. I mentioned this last night. Their fans are pretty loud. I'll give them that. They're pretty passionate about their pokes, which, by the way, top 5 worst names in college athletics. I'm sorry, the Pokes. But their fans are definitely passionate, and you got to give them that. I honestly thought they obviously played great, but their fans showed out. They hung on every other pitch. I don't think the environment touches Baum Stadium. I get it. You know, like Baum is Baum. There's a reason why it's still considered, despite the fact, how old is it? It was built, in the mid-'90s. It's still considered one of the top ballparks in all of college baseball for a reason, and the fans also are a big part of that. And they're only adding on to it, making it better, although we could talk about ticket prices a little bit. But I think the environment in Fayetteville would have been unbelievable tonight. I didn't get that. I didn't get that from them, even in game 1 or 2 again. I didn't. Like, when they came back and started getting hits, of course, and you have to give Arkansas credit, they took the crowd out. That's exactly what happened to tonight. They took the crowd out, which was great. The Pokes got poked. There you go. There you have it. Super Chat is up. I don't have the little fancy lower third, as we call it in the biz, little graphic. I don't have it, but Super Chat is up if you guys want to do that. Make sure I read your comment. Trying to scroll up here. Did you read my Super Chat, Tyler? I thought I did, John. Did I not? Hang on. Oh, well, okay. It's not letting me read. Hold up. Let me scroll up here. Oklahoma State or Gurley boys says, okay, so Dad, you are still awake. I'm impressed. It's not letting me find it. What the? I'm sorry, John. I must have missed it, man. I'm usually really good at getting them. It just won't let me scroll all the way up. That's stupid. It's my bad. That's my bad, Haas. Just tell me again. Just say it in all caps, and I'll make sure to read it. Hogs need more non-con games with teams like Okie State, Texas Tech, Baylor, in-state. Yeah, I think they played. I agree. I think they played way too many in-state. I do. I have no problem with one a year. That makes it special, if anything at all. I know there's some people who just don't give a damn if they play in-state or if they play whatever. I think it's kind of cool to keep the money in state and to give them a little bit of recognition. I have no problem one or two, a midweek game, right? Or early on in the year if you want to play a 3-game series against, UCA or State or U of A-LR or whatever. Well, at least one series, right? Either 2 or 3 game or even a 1-game midweek, but those can be traps. We know that. You can drop those, as we know that. But no, I have no problem with one, but they played far too many this year. Unfortunately, even though that RPI and you guys know how I feel about the RPI is ass, all right? It's ass. It's no bueno. Woo damn pig, there's Eagle. We Super Hogs tonight. Next stop, UNC. Hogs in 2. Well, that's disappointing. I apologize, John. I swear I thought I read it. You know I do my best. Go look at my share of the live on Twitter. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that just for. I got you. You know I got you. I got Austin. Look at Austin. He's got the retweets out. Look at him quote tweeting and everything. Or no, he's not quote tweeting, but he's putting the word out. And Haas, where are you at? What did you say? Razorbacks advanced to the Supers, and then you tagged Ridgie. Oh, nice. Yeah, I read that. I read that you said that. I'll retweet it. Did I not read that on chat? I thought I did. Or on live, I should say. Any thoughts on Wiggins' future? Don't get me wrong, has great talent, but he seems to always give up a big inning. I think that's kind of been the case for several pitchers. I don't think that's exclusive to Wiggins. I think they've had a couple other guys that just struggle when they're down and they're out. They're down and out. I don't know. You didn't, Ty. Oh, I apologize, Jeff. Jeff's calling me out. You didn't, sir. Well, I read his tweet, okay? I read his tweet. Gas prices, ugh. Got to play U of A-LR and UCA. You might be onto something. Save a little bit of money, right? It only costs you your right pinky to travel to, like, Northwest Arkansas or down to Little Rock. Riggio's in the portal and is committing to Arkansas. Oh, it's Kopesky. How you doing, sir? Stirring any pots lately, my friend? Thanks for being here, but sorry, my guy. Okay, I must have missed something with Ruskin and Turner. Oh, my gosh. So, Nathan, you're telling me you're not on Twitter, so therefore your life is probably much happier. So do yourself a favor. Don't worry about this drama with Ruskin and just stay off Twitter. I hope Kopesky's right, though, about Riggio. I would take him. Does he have eligibility left? What is he? Is he the one? Is he the freshman? No, sir. No Twitter here. Well, you're happier for it, and you're better off for it. You're either getting canceled on Twitter or whatever. This is the series everyone wishes they got for their final. He's a freshman. Okay. Yeah, I would take him. The dude's, I mean, he killed him. He was great. You have to give credit where credit's due. I was really impressed. I mean, Oklahoma State, there were no 1, 2, 3 innings, or there were, I think you can count on one hand. Using, well, one hand. We'll just stick with that. I was going to say like half your fingers, but that doesn't make sense. Yeah, I can honestly see why a lot of fan bases hate us. Hog Twitter can get really toxic. Still not as bad as Tennessee, though. I don't know. I think Arkansas and Tennessee are really, really up there. Swindle nailed the score in Discord. Did he really? When he's getting XP. He's getting some XP then. In Discord. If you're in our Discord, you need to be, or if you're not, you need to be. So it looks like, in looking at some of these scores, I'm going to refresh this. Also, I want to know who's your MVP of this series. That's what I want you guys to tell me. If you're watching this after the fact, tell me who your MVP is. That's what I want to know. Ty, someone in live chat is asking about a potential sponsorship with you. Where? Who dat? It's hard to keep up. Turner is MVP. Yeah, it's hard not to go with Turner, isn't it? It's hard not to go with Turner, man. I don't know who else. I kind of felt like you guys are going to go there, but I just wanted to see. Yeah, I think you can make a case for Wallace for sure. Wallace was, yeah. I mean, I think you probably could, man. Tennessee acts like meth heads won a $10,000 settlement. Tony, you're gonna have to point me in the direction. Who's asking about sponsorship? I'm trying to scroll up. I don't want to miss that. Oh, okay. Here we go. Austin Payne. How do I contact you about a potential sponsorship? I own a restaurant and might be interested in a spot. My email is down below, I think. Let me make sure. I mean, I can just text it in chat. Is my email down there? Yeah, Tyzilla83@gmail. TYZILLA83@gmail. If you wanna email me, hit me up. These now we're in the territory of no matter what happens. There's the email right there for you. No matter what happens, well, okay, here's the issue. Do we have a date on the, I mean, it's next weekend, right? Am I crazy? It's next weekend. I'm not going to lie to you. I like I said, I don't know much about North Carolina. I've heard a little bit of this and that, but I haven't done any research yet. Do we have times on this game yet, you guys? Do we have anything? Let me pull up uva.com here really quick. They're usually pretty good about. Yep, there it is, June 10th. There it is. There we go, June 10th. Look at that. ArkansasRazorbacks.com. They got you covered. For all the latest in Razorback sports, go to ArkansasRazorbacks.com. Woo Pig Suey. June 10th. So, okay, here's what sucks about that. I'll be on my way down to Galveston. So I'll treat this like I did when we were in the last year in the tournament. When Arkansas made it to the Elite Eight, what'd we do? We pulled over. My wife and I would pull over, and I would just do live streams. If I have to, depending on the time of this bad boy, or if I'm in Galveston, how far is Galveston from Springdale? Like 5 hours? 6 hours? I'll pull over. I'll do a live stream. Won't have a sexy, sexy thumbnail, but I'll pull over and I'll do a post game. Not going to lie to you, it's going to be hard to keep up with, but I'm going to do my best, just like I did with basketball. You guys know how dedicated I am to this. Probably win or lose. Maybe if they go down there, or over there, I should say, and they get their asses whooped, I don't know if I'll do a post game or not. But yeah, we're going to be out of town until the 15th. So I will not be here in studio for any of this series or any of the North Carolina games. So is it 7 hours? Hold up. For real? No. Seriously? Is this 7 hours? Bro, don't tell me that. Galveston, Texas. Let's pull it up on the phone. Son of a bitch, it's 9 hours? I mean, I guess it is down there on the... Damn! Damn it! Oh, okay. Well... For some reason, I was thinking it was a little bit, closer. I thought it was a little closer east. Son of a... I owe you a sub. Why do I owe you a sub, Dad? Tell me why I owe you a sub, Arky56. You tell me why. Because I picked Oklahoma State. I hope you're getting on a big boat for the week. I don't know what we're doing, actually. I know we've got stuff planned a lot. We got a lot of stuff planned. There's always planes for this trip. Yeah, well, Kopesky, listen. All right. I think we kind of wanted to drive. Florida got eliminated. They did. Florida went down 5-4. To Oklahoma. Eastern Carolina beat the crap out of Coastal Carolina 13-4. Michigan eliminated. Louisville takes it. Auburn beat UCLA. A lot of people didn't think Auburn belonged. I said they shouldn't have hosted. And I still feel that way. There's another question. Should Arkansas have hosted over Auburn? I don't care that they beat UCLA. I think we played a much more difficult opponent, and we beat them in their backyard. Texas State, that game's still going on. Tied with Stanford, 1-1. Top of the 5th. Dirty ass water should have went to Destin. Whatever, man. We've been to Destin. We've been up there before. We've been down there twice. I've never been to Galveston. I'm all for, I've never been here. I like going to places I've never been before. Appreciate all the live shows, Ty. Enjoy letting off Razorback steam. Yeah, absolutely, man. Go Texas State. Go Bobcats. That's right. So, I'm not going to do any... Well, maybe we should. Should we just go ahead and... Should we just go ahead and get your picks in? Mike in our... I don't know why he's doing it in our mod chat, but he says he's going MVP with Wallace. See, I kind of thought Wallace would be brought up a little more than he had been. I agree with taking Turner, but Wallace should be in the discussion, absolutely. Hagen Smith tonight, didn't see so much of that earlier, but Hagen Smith tonight was a man, an 18-year-old with, I don't know, looked pretty damn good to me. Didn't look 18. I'm waiting on Arky56 to tell me why I owe him a sub. I'll be honest, I'm surprised he was still in here, if I'm being completely honest. Turner/Wallace, definitely MVP, says Arkansas is better than you think. Caden Wallace carried the team offensively. He did. I can't argue with that. See, we win, and we get good takes by Michael Kopesky in our live chat. We win, and we get good takes. Why can't you carry that over into the Discord? Why did you have to get the boot, man? Why couldn't you? I don't get it. Weren't you bragging about? Wait a minute. This is the same dude who's been calling for Dave Van Horn to retire. But now we're getting positive takes out of you. I love the positive you, man. I do. I get the skepticism. I'm all about it. But you know what you were doing in our Discord. I just try to piss people off. You haven't figured that out by now. Oh. No, I definitely have. He's smarter. He's smarter than all of us, Austin. Michael Kopesky is just smarter. Ole Miss absolutely ran through whoever they played. Yeah, they beat the hell out of someone. Was that today or was that yesterday? When was that? That was yesterday, was it not? Who the hell did they play? Why am I No, okay, so it was Miami, right? Yeah, Miami. They beat 2-1 yesterday. And then today, I don't see them. They're not pulling up on D1. Where are you? That's weird. Their score's not pulling up. That's really strange. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I saw D1 posting opposite scores when we beat Oklahoma State game 1, the first matchup. They're posting the scores opposite. So their site's a little odd. Listen, we're not all perfect. I get it. But see, now I don't even see the Ole Miss game's not even on there. Let me scroll down here. Scrolling down. Oh, Arizona. No. It was Arizona. That's right. 22-6. Good Lord. That's a baseball or a football score. We've seen a lot of those. Yeah. We've seen a lot of those. A lot of these high-scoring final game or next to final game, whatever. 22-6, man. They annihilated Arizona. So, unfortunately, Arkansas will not host the Supers. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Half the regionals had football scores. It really did. Hold up. They both in here. Who is? Oh, Country Boy. Yeah. Unless Kopesky's on two different, like he's on his iPad and a phone or something. OSU regional was the best and most entertaining regional in Razorback history. That's just facts. I can't remember that far back. But I do not recall a regional that was this nutty. I'm not going to go on about the strike zone. You guys know how I feel about it if you're in Discord. We had a Discord live last night. We talked about it. We talked about it in chat. I thought that strike zone was bizarre. It was so strange. You know, it seemed like about every frame it was a different zone. And both sides had to deal with it. I would say that I felt like Oklahoma State got the benefit of the doubt more times than not. You know, but Arkansas did just hand Oklahoma State 14 Ks tonight. So, and I felt like even the strikes or the at-bats that were questionable, there weren't as many of them tonight. It seemed like the zone was a little bit bigger. We were getting the benefit of the doubt. We weren't getting that a lot. They were not getting the benefit of the doubt. And then tonight happened. I should say last night. Last night it was abysmal. You know me, I will call it out. If I've got a problem with officiating, I'm going to say it. There's nothing wrong with that. I think we should call that out because how else are they going to improve? Really? I mean, I think fans tagging NCAA officiating or SEC officiating, that's a good thing. And I'm glad they don't appear to block people either. I don't know if you guys have noticed that or not. Now, I don't know how many tweets they actually read. Probably not very many. But, yeah, no, you should absolutely take your skepticism. Even when you're wrong, I try not to. I don't typically do much on Twitter, but I will call them out right here. And I will definitely bitch about it in Discord if it's worth griping about. And last night was abysmal. It was bad. We saw 3 different Arkansas batters turn around and question the umpire. What was his name? Ramon something or another. Turner, who's behind the mound all night, who sees it better than anybody, including the umpire apparently, turned around immediately on one of his Ks last night and was like, what the hell? You know what he was saying. I was a little surprised, Dave. I'm a little surprised Dave Van Horn didn't come out of the dugout more and ask just what is this strike zone. But at the end of the day, I mean, pitching still was off last night. They weren't hitting the mark. They could not. There were no 1-2-3 innings. I think they had 1-1-2-3 inning last night. What'd they have? They have 2 1-2-3s tonight, or was it 1? But again, you can count on one hand. It was so hard. Every inning was hard to get out of. It was such a challenge. Every at-bat was a struggle, man, and you got to give Oklahoma State credit for that. Again, you can say, well, but the pitcher's having to deal with this, the size of a can of dip strike zone for the Hogs. Like, you got to keep that in mind, and it's forcing them to pitch more outside. And they were. How many away pitches were they having to throw? I'm surprised they didn't have more walks. They only have 5 walks tonight. What? I would have guessed. If you'd have asked me to guess the amount of walks tonight, I would have said, I don't know, 9, 8, 9, maybe 10. I mean, they had to pitch continuously outside. And then the other way around, it felt like Oklahoma State, not all the time. And listen, tonight, Arkansas got some calls tonight. I don't care who you are. They got some calls tonight. They absolutely did. They got a little bit of help tonight. But in my opinion, overdue, especially from game 2. I was trying so hard not to rhyme that. I failed. 14 Ks. 12 Ks for Arkansas pitching. My bad. Numbers are kind of moving on me. It's definitely almost 11 o'clock. I got old man eyes, okay? I apologize. But Arkansas, no team was getting, wasn't really until the end of this game where Arkansas hitting was starting to pile up. And I'll tell you another guy that deserves some credit through this series with Oklahoma State is Battles. I mean, oh my God, Battles was huge for them. I think you can make a similar argument that you're making for Wallace that you could make for Battles. How about Stovall, man? Stovall went how many games in a row without a hit in the regular season? Look at postseason Stovall go. What was he, 2 for, am I seeing this right? 2 for 4? Honestly, I thought he was 3 for 4. What's his on base? Not the greatest overall averages. I get that. I thought the pitching was, for both sides, I thought it was better. They knew what they were going to do. They game planned this out. Both sides did, and it just ended up being a really good game. I thought Ramage, started off okay. And then I've noticed this before with Ramage. It's like once he gets to about 35 pitches, if he hasn't already kind of stumbled before that, and he hasn't gotten to that pitch count often this year, but when he gets to about 35 pitches, like that's it. There's a reason why that man is a inning middle relief pitcher, a single set inning pitcher. He's not someone you feel comfortable going too many sets with, and they ended up going 2+ innings with him. Gave up 4 hits, 3 earned runs, but he did get 5 Ks. I mean, I thought he started off pretty strong. Yeah, Arkansas had 12 Ks. That's my bad. Oklahoma State, I think, had. I'm not looking at their page. I think they had 14, but really, again, just really impressive. Starting pitching tonight was you went with Morris, We got 3 innings, gave up 4 hits, no earned runs, 3 Ks. So, yeah, not bad. Not bad. Van Horn pulled Ramage before he did too much damage. That's one way of putting it. Yeah, I agree. Our bats were the bats we've needed. Dudes are hitting like 500. I kind of makes you wonder where the hell this has been all year. But, yeah, I mean, I'm glad they're doing it now. That's what matters, right? You didn't rack up the hits tonight. You didn't get, I think, is this the first game this entire regional you didn't get double-digit hits, but you got to 8 hits. I mean, there are times in the regular season against even not so great opponents where it felt like getting to 8 hits might be a reach. Or if they got to 8 hits, it took the final inning to get there, right? And we saw a little bit of that in this series or in this regional. But later on in these later innings, that clutch hitting, man, that it's finally arrived. And the inning, what was it, the 8th inning? What inning was that? Was it the top of the 9th? Hang on, I've got it right in front of me. We said, yeah, it was top of the 9th, right? They didn't get any runs. They hadn't had any runs since the 6th inning, and everyone in we all knew what was coming. Like they're either going to go 3 up or 3 down, or 3 up and 3 down, and Oklahoma State was going to do their thing, and here we go again. They got a couple of hits, man. Or a couple of runs, rather. They did exactly what they needed to do, and that's called timely hitting. It was impressive. I mean, it really was. I just wish we could have seen more of this throughout the regular season. And don't get me wrong, you still got to 38 wins. When you consider that they've been really poor hitting the ball this year, and the fact that you still made it to 38 wins is pretty nice. I mean, you're going to take that all day long, right? Dave cost us last game. I'll let chat handle that one. Glad my name finally lived up to the baseball team. They were better than we thought heading into the regional. Yeah, listen. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I was definitely a little bit concerned. I'm not going to lie, man. I mean, how many times have we said it here? Not just me, everywhere. Anyone who's watched this team this year, which was if you're going to get hot, you absolutely have to do it now in this regional. And that is exactly what they're doing. What's your thoughts on electronic strike zones? I'm sure you know I'm against it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Last night I would have been all for it if I'm being honest, just because of how bad that zone was. But I don't know. I haven't made up my mind on that. Hey, Ty, I'm going to talk to my boss tomorrow about giving you a tour of the campus. Oh, yeah. Tanya, email me too about the campus, and I will get with you. Sorry about the wait. No, you're good. You're good. Don't apologize. I appreciate the offer. Remember to email me. The email is down below. If you click that little show more, I think it says show more, right, on the phone. I wish I could read these text messages out loud, but I certainly cannot. Tiger came in and gave up 4 runs. Try again, country boy. This is why I didn't care about the SEC tournament. The only thing that bothered me about the SEC tournament was just we didn't see any signs of life. We didn't see much, and that's going to worry you because you're concerned about finding a way to just get hot. You're wanting to find a way. You couldn't get more than 5 runs in 2 games. Well, I mean, you had 8 runs total in 2 games, but you couldn't string together hits. There was no clutch hitting. There was no timely hitting. There was none of that. They pitching was okay. It was all right. And maybe you felt, well, pitching might do enough to keep us in the regional. But it was hitting, man, and that's what's paying the bills right now for the Razorbacks. When you're looking at the scoreboard, that's what's paying the bills. It was hitting. You beat Grand Canyon 7-1. That was you felt a little better. And then Oklahoma State, you absolutely trash Oklahoma State's pitching. I was so happy that these announcers, man, listen. I know I wasn't the only one, and you guys were tagging me and a couple of DMs and text messages. I forget the guy's name that played for Arkansas, the other announcer, but if I didn't know any better, I would have thought these two were definitely OSU alum. No doubt in my freaking mind, man. It was terrible. They talked about Campbell like this was some sort of deity taking the mound. It's like, did you see what they did to him in game one? Do you think that he's really going to come in and just shut Arkansas down? Of course he didn't. That was just so bizarre. Like, listen, they're the host, right? You're going to talk the host up some. That's fine. But, I've watched regionals and supers, and Arkansas does get the glory. Last year I thought the announcers, I kept thinking to myself, boy, these opposing teams are going to hate Arkansas because all they do is talk up Baum Stadium. They were talking about the Ozarks. They were talking about how gorgeous those hills are. By the way, your boy lived on those hills right out past right field. That's my old neighborhood over off Custer. Good memories over there. Back when we were area code 501, before all this 479 nonsense. But tonight it was like, they weren't doing it so much about their new ballpark. They were doing it. It's like everybody that took the mound, and don't get me wrong, they're a good team. I get it. They're the host. You got to talk them up a little bit. But you'd think these guys, they walked on water, man. And it got a little old, right? It just got old. And then they talk about Campbell like this dude is, again, some sort of deity. Like he's some sort of god. Oh no. Here he comes. They're in trouble now. What happened in the first game? What did he give up? 5 earned runs? How many hits? How many walks? Yeah, he had some Ks. Okay, cool. He still gave up some earned runs. Arkansas trashed the dude. And he comes out, and they did mention, I will give him, they did mention that he didn't have a great start against Arkansas or whatever, but, and I get it, Campbell's, I'm pretty sure he's their ace. He's their ace pitcher. It was Martin that came in and had like 15 Ks against Missouri State. I just got so tired of it, man. And when it's 3 games, it's like, okay, Arkansas is, let's talk about recent history, better as a program. Dave Van Horn, a far more established coach in maybe all of college baseball. Let's talk about, you had a first-round draft pick. You've got, let's talk about, let's talk up Arkansas a little more, right? It just got old. I don't know. Someone's going to tell me that it is what it is, and I agree. And I have no problem with them talking them up at all. They're the host. They deserve that. And guess what? You're going to hear that against North Carolina. Now, how many references are we going to hear about them being a basketball school? I think it's just going to be it's going to be brutal. But, it is what it is. ESPN Plus all weekend is bullshit. Yeah, I agree with that. 501 for life. Yeah, man, I was 501 until they changed this shit in the early 2000s, and we got 479. That's garbage. But I got to rep 479, I guess, because that's what we are up here. I was worried when bases loaded, Cowboys in the – yeah, that was definitely terrifying. I agree. What do we do with Hagan? God. Put him back in the starting lineup after this huge confidence boost, or keep him the way he played tonight out of the bullpen. And knowing Dave Van Horn, he'll probably keep him as a starter, which is what it is. We're turning into a basketball school. Oh. Back-to-back Elite Eights, baby. That's what I'm talking about. 479 gang over here. Yeah, man, we were 501. I still remember my first phone number, 501-575-54. 979. So, again, there will be – I don't know how I'm going to do our weekend in Galveston in half the week. I don't know how that's going to go. I'm going to do my best to stream for you guys. I'm going to take my laptop. I'm going Obviously, I can't take my equipment, but I may just stream them on the phone. I don't know. I'll do the best I can. One way or another, assuming I have signal too. That's going to be the other thing. I don't know if this place has Wi-Fi. I'm assuming it does. I mean, it's not like Galveston's a third world country or anything, right? They ought to have some Wi-Fi, some quality Wi-Fi. Banging in the rock. Living Divine in the 479. God, that's nice. I like that. Print the t-shirts, Jayhawk. Judd Walker. Can I publicly apologize for my pessimism in this regional? Sorry I ever doubted these guys would pick silly. Keep that energy though. Judd. We're not done, man. We gotta go through NC, gotta go through the Tar Heels. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. If they eliminate, I'm just gonna say this. You better make it out of that damn thing, because it's like you've got that postseason bad luck against these dudes. Galveston will be fine. Good. Mostly the entire state was 501 back. It was. You're right. It was. Yeah, it was. It was like everywhere, but wasn't it like everywhere but the Delta had the same area code or whatever? Too early to say Texas State eliminates Stanford tonight. I think it's still, what are they in the 6th inning? It's right now 1-1, bottom of the 5th. Let me refresh. I might be a little bit behind. Top of the 6th, 1-1. Stanford and Texas State. Boy, that's a big one there. A lot of people riding high on Texas State, man. North Carolina and Arkansas. Ooh. It's time to put an end to the postseason curse against these clowns. I don't care that it's a different sport. Oh my God, that March Madness game against North Carolina was such BS. All I felt was pain after that game. Oh man, it's payback. It's payback time. Let's take them out in their own backyard. Can you speak on Derek Ruskin's? Oh, you're Ruskin. Yeah, I already kind of talked about it, Leslie. I really don't. I mean, we might talk about it this week. I don't know. He did issue an apology. Listen, I think I've been pretty vocal about it. I'm not for cancel culture at all. I think what happened is exactly. I have no problem with Tommy Kraft putting him on the bench for 10 days. I have no problem with that. I mean, I still think that might be a little bit of an overreaction, but that put that. I mean, make no mistake about it. That put their show on the line when Ruskin did that. You got to think about more than just. It's not just him, right? It's Zach Arns and it's everyone in that studio, right? Everyone that I mean, he put everyone in jeopardy and their reputation and all that. And that does matter. Those sponsors, the sponsor that radio station, it put everyone, kind of made everyone, it put them in the spotlight in a negative way. But I do not like cancel culture. I don't like it. I don't like that people were tagging their sponsors, telling them to pull. I didn't like that. I think what he should have done, and they did exactly that, and I think it's fair. They had him apologize. Not only did he apologize on Twitter, but he apologized on the air, and I listened to it. Again, we talked about it earlier. It was posted in our Discord, the audio. I mean, there's some of it. You could pick it apart. People still weren't completely happy, but you're never going to satisfy the Twitter mob. And if you were for Ruskin being fired, then you're a part of cancel culture. And maybe you're fine with that. Then I would argue, why? Like, should he not be allowed to make a mistake? Have you ever, are you perfect? I thought he nailed it on the head. There is this perfect society you're looking for. It doesn't exist. That utopia you're searching for does not exist. And he's dead on about that. I've been critical of that show. I've been critical of Ruskin. And I like, too, what he pointed out. He said, he's talked about him being negative, which he is. I mean, let's be real, Ruskin. You are really negative. But he said we're not. I think he kind of made a offhand comment about them not really being a sports show, and they're not. It's like 20% sports, 80% whatever. And if that works for them and their audience, so be it. But it's just weird to me that, I mean, it wasn't just Ruskin people wanted taken down. That whole show taken down. I thought that was ridiculous. I'm not for it, man. I'm not for cancel culture. I think it's a plague. I think cancel culture is a plague. You know. He did have the hogs in his heart, but he's still a dipshit. Listen, if you think he's a dipshit, I'm not going to argue with you, right? I'm not sitting here defending the guy's character. I'm not doing that. But you know, I think tagging their sponsors was just bullshit, and you know it. Like, what are you doing? You know, and again, their sponsors have every right, and I'm sure they heard it, you know, but they have every right to be like, all right, hold up, we don't want to be associated with that. That's their right, absolutely. But tagging them, for someone to be like, I'm so offended by this, I'm going to now tag their sponsors, and Ty Richardson and Zach Arns and Tommy Kraft to get him off the air. Yeah. Nope. Not my not what I'm not what I'm here for. That's not, you know. That's just not my game, man, at all. Not my game. I feel like Derek Ruskin will be a regular topic for a while, is what it is. Well, I mean, Tony, it had a pretty big impact, okay? And I know you probably want to move on with the topic, and that's fine. I had already kind of moved on from it. But you're right, it is what it is. Just, you know, people ask my opinion, I'm going to give it, brother. That's just where I'm at with it. Arkansas will have played both North Carolina schools in the playoffs now. 501 was the entire state. Was it the entire state? I thought for a while it was – I thought the 870 was always around. I thought the 870 was like a small portion of the state. Oh, well. Too many people overreacted about it. Listen, I mean, again, if you want to call him a dipshit on Twitter, go be my guest. I'm not going to stand in the way of that. I just don't, you know, I don't think it's cool to go, you know, to completely displace an entire show because of one guy's mistake. Sitting him on the bench for 10 days and then having him apologize on Twitter and on radio, hey, there you go. There you go. You got what you wanted. Let's move on, right? Turner, the MVP, Stillwater Regional. Yeah, I think Turner is definitely a very strong candidate. I agree. I think it's hard to argue with either one of them. That's why I like the question, right? Tanya says he probably shouldn't have said what he said about Michael Turner, but do y'all really think Michael Turner would have done as good as he did without a fire lit under? Yeah, I mean, there is that, right? I like what Tanya's doing there. She sees the light at the end of the tunnel. Like, look, he used that. Maybe. No. I'm not going to give Ruskin credit. No, not going to do that. I just about did it, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to say what you probably assume what I was going to say. I'm not doing it. I thought they already said Turner won. Well, I'm asking the opinion of chat, Swaggy. I don't know if they did or not. I don't really care. I'm asking my chat what they think. The people calling for Ruskin overreacting, in my opinion, but at the same time, he shouldn't have publicly insulted Turner. Hopefully, we can all put it behind us. Right. I agree. Ty, I'll email you tomorrow. Please do, Austin. I've had a clothing company, and of course, direct service overhead, very first sponsor of this show. Still, I've had them around for a while, which is awesome. Of course, you guys know that. Shout out to Mr. Ford and the boys. But a restaurant would be cool. That'd be pretty neat, man. Yeah, email me, Austin, please. Someone shouldn't lose his job for that. How he supports his family, his job. He made a mistake, but he's also human. Yeah. Like I said, perfect world you're looking for doesn't exist. Basketball played Duke, and now baseball is playing North Carolina in the playoffs. Turner is Fulton Reed from the Mighty Ducks. He kind of looks like Theo Vaughn a little bit. You guys know who that is? You know who Theo Vaughn is? He kind of reminds me a little bit of Theo Vaughn with the way he wears his hat. I don't know. Turner and Ruskin should have just boxed and called it a day. Isn't that how the boys handle it? That's how the boys handle it. Ruskin would get his ass kicked. I mean, make no mistake about it. Oh my God, I think I would pay to see that. I'm kidding. Of course. I don't have any personal beef with Ruskin. Do I think he's a little negative, a little too much negative? Sure. Lanzilli made a monster catch and throw tonight. I think you're right. So we had guests over tonight, so I was trying to entertain guests while staying here, and I felt kind of bad. I was mostly in here. I may have missed that play, but I think I saw Discord, so I haven't seen that play yet. What's the deal with bleached hair in Stillwater? My man, they're living in 2004. I had bleached hair. I did the frosted tips. I swear to God. They are stuck in 2004 over there. God, what a year. But they are. And the shades? Oh, man, where are my shades at? Bleached hair Power Rangers. Like those, they wear those, the wannabe Ray-Ban. They probably were real Ray-Bans. I don't know, but they... Oh, man. We're more important. What do you mean? What do you mean you're more important? Oh, you're talking about the MVP vote. Yeah, you are more important. You're right. I agree, Playboy. Wife says Turner looks like Josh Brolin. That's pretty funny. Looking like Sugar Ray. So the Florida album, right? Their second album, Sugar Ray's album. Oh my God, you're right. I see it now. Go look it up. I see it now. That is the Oklahoma State base. That's that entire town. I color hair is my profession. I was about to puke. It was a lot. You're not wrong about that. The bleached hair and the glasses, man. It's good stuff. Man, look at us at an hour. I know I've said this a bajillion times. Oh, one last listen. I know we're trying to move on from the Ruskin stuff. I just want to say this too. And it's also okay if you guys disagree with me. Don't feel like you have to always agree with me. We can agree to disagree. I had that conversation with someone in our Discord, and it was civil, and that's fine. That's fine. I have my position. I guess I'm old. I don't know. I'll be 39 next month. Maybe that's just I don't know. Maybe I need to reconsider. And I'm completely open to that. I mean, ask my wife. I mean, I will definitely change my views on things, which I have done in the 16 years that we just celebrated, actually, not that long ago. A couple weeks ago, right? A couple of weeks or so. I hope she's not watching this. But the long time that she's known me, I'm willing. I'm open-minded, right? But I have my position on it. Not a fan of it. Not a fan of cancel culture, and that's okay if you think he should have been fired. That's I mean, it's okay for you to think that. But I would also ask that you also have an open mind about it, right? I think we should be allowed to make mistakes. I've made plenty of mistakes. The difference is my platform. I don't have people on Twitter waiting on me to screw up. Well, maybe I do, and I don't know. I don't have people taking sound bites of my show and taking something maybe out of context, maybe not, and then triggering everybody. I don't have that, and I think Ruskin and Zach kind of already have a. I'll just say it feels like a lot of message boards and Twitter do not like those guys. So there's already that negative buildup to their show and to their platform. So, but there are people who are waiting. And again, Ruskin was dead on. There were people waiting on him to screw up, and he screwed up. And he says he won't ever do it again. Got to take it for what it is. So yeah. Tony's like, I'm out. That's fine. Good night, man. Hope you have a good night, Tony. So, yeah, again, we can agree to disagree on that. And I know that I know we have at least one in Discord that disagrees, and that's perfectly fine. The Nickelback Cowboys. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you, man. It felt good beating them at their place. And I feel like that justifies that Arkansas should have hosted. Absolutely. Aries, I can't okay that. Come on, man. There will always be someone out there waiting to pounce. You're not wrong, and that's so sad. Get a life, you know. OK State listens to funk, rock, rap. They listen to Limp Bizkit. That's what I feel like. I feel like they probably listened to Limp Bizkit and POD. You guys remember them? POD. What are the lyrics? I feel alive. Is it I feel alive for the very first time? I can't deny you. I feel so alive. They listen to POD. I'm not gonna lie though, I like that song. Don't judge me. And listen, Did It All for the Nookie was a badass song when you're in 9th grade. That was a badass song. Don't knock Limp Bizkit. Aaron, I'll talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about, my man. But you're welcome to chat, as always. It's sad we're talking about this. It is sad if you're talking about people waiting to pounce. I agree. We are, yeah. Youth of the nation. Dude, they were huge back in the day. And Limp Bizkit, I was more into like Tool and System of the Down and old Korn, Deftones, stuff like that. But I'm not gonna lie, man. Some of those PODs or Saliva. You guys remember Saliva? Click, click, pull. Oh, what were we doing in the early 2000s? We got to give credit to the amazing defensive plays, and that's a good place to end it. That is a good place to end the show. I thought the fielding tonight was incredible. I really do, and I know it wasn't perfect this entire regional, but I thought Arkansas's defense was fantastic. I really do. I like that fielding percentage showed itself tonight. We're talking about throughout most of the season. This was one of the top 5 fielding teams in the country. Yeah, okay, they played some not so great teams early on. They didn't have to play Tennessee, but they did play a couple other pretty good programs this year, and fielding bailed them out, doing their job right. Time and time again, had some errors late in the season. We started racking up errors, started struggling from the shortstop position. And then they cleaned it up, man. And it wasn't even pitch perfect this entire regional. But tonight it was really good. Tonight was really good fielding. I would love to see regional fielding percentage. That stat, just the regionals. Now, Arkansas played one more game than several teams, so, that number might be a little skewed, but I thought the defense was spectacular. I thought the pitching, considering how good Oklahoma State is at the plate, was really good for them. Anytime you're in the double digits as far as Ks are concerned is impressive. Again, when you're talking about a team like Oklahoma State, and by the way, Big 12 baseball is not half bad. And Oklahoma State, props to them. I know we shit-talked them tonight. Yeah. Probably listening to Limp Bizkit right now as they're in their locker room. But I did it up for the noogie. But Stovall knocked the first baseman's glasses off. Yeah. So, I thought defense fielding was fantastic. I thought some great catches in the outfield too. Good baseball tonight. And you won, and you're advancing, and now you're going to go kick some North Carolina Tar Heel ass, right? Come to Discord. We keep it going. That's right. We do. I'm getting – okay. Yeah, I see it. Thank you for pointing that out. If you're not in – you guys know what's going on. If you want to join, there you go. There's the link. There's the link for you if you want to join the PTN Discord. Again, shout out to Patreon supporters. Shout out to Direct Service Overhead. You see their logo right there. Give them a call if you need some work done on your garage door. And to these people right here, to these fine people, Patreon. Look at you guys in the month of May. Just fantastic. Incredible. I appreciate you guys. I really do. Not just saying that. All right. I will see you guys. We will have some live shows this week. So stay tuned for that. Maybe one more live show, and then there's going to be some more content on Hogville Net YouTube. If you haven't already subbed, go do it. Woo pig. I'll see you guys later.
At Direct Service Garage Doors, we are your one-stop shop for all things garage door. From garage door repair and broken spring replacement to new garage doors and openers, we do it all. We're proud to be among the highest-rated local garage door companies in all of Central Arkansas. Our highly trained technicians are available 24 hours a day at no extra cost to you. So if you have an emergency, call us today, 501-244-3667, or visit our website at directserviceoverhead.com. Don't wait days. We'll fix it now.